from Oregon. It's not a vote to start a new state. It is just the beginning process of asking Oregon to let Oregon's rural counties go and asking Idaho, would you allow us to become part of your state? People want to be, independent of an overreaching state government and given the opportunity to raise their families the way they want. The opportunity to provide an income off their land, start or operate profitable businesses, enjoy life without being lorded over. We want to raise our children and our grandchildren according to our values with sound education, whether it's homeschool or charter school or public school, and give them the basic tools to become productive citizens. We want the safety of law and order, supporting law enforcement and a just system that has equal punishment of lawbreakers. If you break the law, you deserve the consequences. No excuse. We want a government that we can trust and one that follows the U.S. Constitution as it was written and believes in all 27 amendments to the Constitution. To live in a state where the budget is balanced and taxes are reasonable to support governmental services. A state government that we can trust to have a voice through the elected representatives. We want the opportunity to live in our own land and take care of it without government looking over our shoulder at every turn. Land rights, water rights, and the attachment to our land and our communities is extremely important to us. We need a firm supply of energy to light our homes, to run our equipment, and allow us to produce off our land. A power grid that is a solid mix of energy sources. We want to protect the environment and see solid, balanced, fact-based practices put in place to protect it for future generations. A place where resources are harvested, restored, and utilized. A place where water supplies, the core of civilization, are controlled and used for energy, agriculture, business, flood protection, and recreation. There's a long-time cultural divide as big as the Grand Canyon between Northwest Oregon and rural Oregon, and it's getting larger. Most Oregonians live in Northwest Oregon, and their representatives listen to their constituents about issues surrounding that urban population. If Northwest Oregon wants special laws or social experiments and taxes to support these issues, then let them have it, but let rural Oregon go. Taxation without representation, unjust laws, overreaching government. Does this sound familiar with America prior to the American Revolution? And where did that end up? Move Oregon's Border believes in following the legal path to join Oregon if Oregon will let us go and Idaho will have us. We realize that this is not a simple process and there are many hurdles to overcome. Move Oregon's Border is a grassroots movement with no corporate or political support. All of us are volunteers. We have overcome COVID-19 restrictions, political obstacles, and court challenges to get this issue before the people so that they can vote in 4 counties in November of 2020, 5 counties coming up next month in 2021, and 6 more counties have active petitions running for future elections. In the beginning, in the beginning of Move Oregon's Border, I misspoke and said that we did not want to change a single thing in Idaho if we could join the state of Idaho. If the border between Idaho and Oregon does move like we are proposing, then Idaho's population would increase by 50% with no one person physically moving into the current Idaho. And when you take and add the geographical areas of both states together, Idaho would be the 3rd largest state in the Union. One of our recent donors, a surgeon from Idaho, added this comment to his donation: "Best of luck If this succeeds, it will be a huge win for you and for us here in Idaho, as your patriotic, conservative population will help bolster Idaho against the influx of insanity from California, as well as Portland and Seattle. Here's the change that I should have mentioned from the very beginning. I believe that with the addition of rural Oregon counties to Idaho, we would have a greater Idaho, and not a name change, just a better, larger, more business, more active Idaho. Now I'd like to turn this over to Mark